Hi, Coach B here. Here are 3 reasons why being adaptable is so critical to leading effectively. This is for existing and aspiring leaders of the world. One of the most important traits that a leader can possess is his adaptability. If there is one thing that I've learned across my life and my career, it's this. As a leader, your ability to adapt to different situations can mean the difference between success and failure. Let me tell you a story about a young man who knew how badly he wanted to be successful in life. He married really young, at the age of 21 to be exact. By 25 years old, he had 2 young children with the marriage on the brink of divorce. That divorce ultimately did happen, and it was a major setback for him in many ways. He found creative ways to continually pull himself out of his own story that he was telling himself in his head, and he refused to blame his ex-wife for his own setback. He found ways to take responsibility and use his resources, and he was willing to deal with whatever came his way and made adjustments as quickly as he could. That man is speaking to you right now. So why is adaptability so important for leaders like you? The answer is pretty simple. Because the world is constantly changing at the speed of light with technology where it is today, it seems. And the only way to stay relevant and successful is to be able to adapt to those changes. If you're not adaptable, you're likely to get left behind. Think about it. The most successful companies and organizations are the ones that are able to pivot quickly in response to changing market conditions or consumer trends. They're the ones that are able to embrace new technologies, new ideas, and new ways of doing things. And the same thing is true for leaders like you. As a leader, you need to be able to adapt to changing circumstances in your organization, your industry, and the world at large. You need to be willing to learn new skills, to take risks, and to make tough decisions when necessary. And you need to be able to inspire and motivate your team to do exactly the same thing. But here's the thing. Being adaptable isn't always easy. It requires a certain kind of mindset, a certain way of thinking about the world and your place in it. It requires you to be willing to step out of your comfort zone and to take on new challenges and embrace what might seem as uncertainty. So how do you develop this mindset? How do you become more adaptable as a leader? The first step is to recognize that change is inevitable. You can't control everything that happens in the world, but you can control how you respond to it. We've heard that many times. You can choose to see the change as an opportunity rather than a threat. You can choose to be proactive rather than reactive. The second step is to cultivate a growth mindset. This means being open to learning new ideas and accepting feedback. It means seeing failures and setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning from it. It means being willing to take risks and embrace uncertainty. The third step is to build a strong network. No one can be successful on their own. You need to be around those who can offer advice, support, and accountability. You need people who will challenge you to be your best self and who will be there for you when things get tough. In closing, I want to leave you with this one message. Adaptability is not just a trait that's important for leaders. It's a trait that's important for all of us in life who are sharing this human experience together. We live in a world that's constantly changing, and the only way to thrive in that world is to be able to adapt to those changes. So embrace change, cultivate a growth mindset, and build a strong support network. And remember, if I can go from being a divorced young man at 25 years old with 2 young kids with child support coming out of my ears and also turn out to be a successful leader in this world, then you can do the same thing. Thanks for listening.